Well, good morning, folks. Welcome back to the farm. What a beauty of a Saturday morning it is here this morning. And we're going to get dirty today. Boy, oh boy, there's lots. We're working from a list. There's lots to get done. First things first, I got to get the tractor fired up. We're going to get the grader blade taken off of it, because that's going to go on the yellow tractor. And we're going to put the rototiller back on the big tractor. And then we're going to put the grapple on the big tractor. Push up the big compost pile. Start moving some dirt into the greenhouse. And then probably work up the garden. And I think while we're working up the garden, we gotta work up a spot for the raspberry bushes to go. The raspberry bushes we don't even have yet, but we're gonna get them anyways. And somewhere in here, we're gonna have to play a little game of catch up, because we were gone for, well, not quite a week. Sunday to Friday, we were gone while we were in Banff. I'd love to tell you that it was a lovely trip away, wonderful time with the family. But I went for a work thing and the family came, because, I mean, if you're going to Banff, why wouldn't you? And then we got 40 centimeters of snow one day and 20 centimeters of snow the next day. That's not really conducive to doing a whole bunch of outdoor activities. But we did get to do a little sightseeing at least, and got to eat some good food. I say good food. Charlotte ended up with diarrhea and she puked a couple times, so I don't know how good the food is. But anyways, we're home, and yeah, there's just no place like home. So let's get to work. Now maybe, just maybe, there might be some pigs coming today. Now we've been dancing around this for the better part of a couple months, actually. He was ready to go last weekend, but not on the Saturday, and the Saturday was the only day I had available, because Sunday, of course, we were leaving and going to Banff. But so I texted him there last night, see if he was ready. He wasn't sure if he was going to work today or not. But if he's not working today, then we're going to go pick up our pigs, take half of them over to Bloom's. Half of them are his, and half of them we're going to raise ourselves. That'll be exciting for the kids. Something that I'm really excited about is the Saturday before we left for Banff. On Sunday, woke up and the wife said we're putting the greenhouse together. So the greenhouse is up, and I tied it down a little bit extra than what I should have, perhaps. I was a bit nervous. I'm happy to say that it came back, and it is still standing in one piece. It hasn't blown away all the way to Sexsmith, so that's a win. One thing I don't understand is how in 1969 we could send a man to the moon, but in 2024 we can't make a hydraulic coupler that doesn't just piss oil absolutely everywhere. I have to deal with that later. Well, I got the rototiller on the back of the tractor, and I don't know if I got out of the right side of bed this morning or drank just the perfect amount of orange juice or just what it is, but I'll put this on and off dozens of times. And although I am a little bit out of breath, I will say I fought with this less today than I have ever fought with this. So that is a good sign. Today is going well. Now to make sure everything works. What have I got going on here? Now the darn tractor won't start. If in doubt, whack it with a hammer. Oh, need a big screwdriver, I think. All I got is this pin. Gotta find the sweet spot apparently. Okay, so we're in the greenhouse here now. We're getting our beds all filled up with 50-50 peat moss and old manure. But we've also done kind of a lasagna hugelkultur thing here. So we got logs in the bottom, leaf litter, straw, a bit of cardboard actually on the base layer, I should say, and then some sheep's wool, and then we're topping it off. But like I said, this 50-50 mix of peat moss and aged manure right off the farm here. And so that should help for, you know, I guess volume, right? This stuff takes up volume, but also holds a lot of moisture. And so we shouldn't have to water quite as much, and holds an incredible amount of nutrients. Believe it or not, sheep's wool is actually a natural carbon sink. And so all the grass that they consume, a lot of that carbohydrate gets converted back to carbon and is stored within the wool. And so then we want to put that back into the soil, which in turn comes back into the vegetables and then comes back into our body as carbohydrate again. Well, it looks like it's actually happening. Got the call. Old Lloyd's got his pooping group there. Pigs are ready and he's at home. So we're going to get the stock trailer loaded up here, get down the road, and go pick up old Mr. and Mrs. Piggy. And then the rest of the afternoon shot. So wife's going to a wedding, her cousin's wedding, over in, well, not even Valley, Little Smoky. So it's a mile or two down the road. And then, of course, the in-laws are going too. And they're calving, so I guess I'm going to Rio Grande to go check on their cows, feed a bottle calf, and the kids have a birthday party this afternoon too. So not like I didn't have anything to do. This isn't what I had planned. Buddy over there just T-boned me. Not a normal day on the farm. Wow, I've calmed down a little bit now from, I mean, that escalated quickly. Let's just say that went from me hooking onto the trailer to the trailer passing me. Like, it literally, like, I jammed on the brakes and the trailer passed me. And so what happened here is, so I went to go get the pigs, and as I was going west on the highway, this blue pickup pulled out from the intersection, and I was like, oh boy, like, I don't think he even sees that I'm here. And I laid on the brakes and I laid on the horn, and there was just nowhere to go. Like, he was determined that he was going to occupy the space that I was in. And so he hit in the driver's side rear wheel there, and the whole truck just kind of shimmied over. And then I think that what happened is that the trailer, because of course the wheels stick out wider than the actual body of the trailer, I think that's what tagged him in the side, and then it just end over end. And by the time I got stopped, which wasn't very far because I was braking hard, and I kind of glanced over my shoulder like that, and there the trailer was just rolling through the ditch, and I was just like, oh my god. Young guy, didn't stop at the stop sign, distracted, whatever. Young person problems. And I can't say nothing because, you know, it's not like I've never been distracted behind the wheel either. But yeah, so not how I intended to spend the day, let's just say that. No pigs today. Well, we should probably have a look and see how bad the damage is on the old trailer there. So this side is definitely toast. The tire's got a big hole in it, I think probably from the fender. Thankfully that one still seems good. That was a brand new tire I just put on this year. So we'll try and recover the rims off of it at least, and one good trailer tire. That fender's all smashed in. This door bent. You get it open though. Inside of a crushed pop can here, the frame actually separated on that side over there, so it's pushed way out. The back door is bent too, like the sliding door is bent, so nothing salvageable there. The front end's all caved in, the hitch snapped right off completely. I don't think that's gonna buff out. Went for a bit of a rough ride. This fender's a little bit buggered up, and that tire's half flat, so I don't know if that maybe just popped the bead momentarily or just what that did. All caved in up here, all the lights are smashed off. The sliding door still slides, but when it's closed you can see it's kitty wampus like that somehow. I don't know what's going on there, but when you pull it back, it seems like it levels down there. So this bar here is probably bent somehow. There's the front jack, and yeah, you can see how it's all split off on the side. Underneath, of course, underneath is where the magic really happens, because you can see the suspension and the frame is just annihilated. The wiring in there is all toast. Yeah, so that ain't gonna buff out. A coworker of mine actually suggested, like, because I mean the axles are toast on this thing, the fenders are toast on it, you might as well just cut them off and rip them out from underneath. Maybe turn this thing into a little chicken house. I don't know. I might try to cut the doors off of it, cut that center gate out, and then just have like a, you know, a 6-foot gate kind of thing with this one with a slider. I'm sure I could find a place on the farm for that to fit. But as for the shell, I don't know. I don't know what that looks like, other than hot garbage right now. Boy, them pigs, when them pigs get here, they're going to be expensive pigs. They're going to be, what's this thing worth? $10,000 pigs, I'm thinking. So, that bacon better be tasty, I tell you. Anyways, I'm going to go in the house, console myself with a cup of tea. So I'll let you go for now. Hope you're having a better day than me. And we'll probably see you tomorrow.